At the confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Howie Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Get lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to get into that championship game.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the run, it's Turner. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Had to force that one.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They punted away on 4th down. Looks it in. He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Tight end now in motion. The handoff to Johnson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keep it on the ground. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Turner. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Still moving. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside, it's Johnson. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. You just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and you can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to string, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Smashes through the tackle. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The run inside. It's Johnson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Down to 2 minutes to play, and we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet, it's Mendoza. Right side, it's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take front of the target.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Moore. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Pitt calls it second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hicks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. There he goes. Spins away. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Drops back. It's Mendoza. Got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clemson jumps to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Aggies lighting up the scoreboard en route to the win. How about two teams putting up 50 burgers in a game that has to be in the conversation for Game of the Year?
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to
free up the gut. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught, it's Turner. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Got an alley. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Fires to the right. Unloads in the nick of time.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it downfield. Got it. Touchdown, Panther. That one will give them the lead.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. To the air, it's Mendoza. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, inside the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Clemson is quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Out wide right, it's Wesco. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He'll pull it down. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll try to snap it quickly.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's Haynes. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clemson jumps to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, pressure's coming. There's a little room there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves to his right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Hits inside, it's Ballard. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening hole.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. With the catch, it's Yates. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. In traffic, it's Hicks. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Ballard. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. Makes the grab and room to run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Escapes the pressure going right. Snags it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might as well run him again. Fights off the defender. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Buys time to his left. The throw. They're working that left side. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The snap sets up the throw. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under pressure. Finds a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Turner. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Turner. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse